Hello, we're back at BioEurope's Spring 2016 session here in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm Sten Stovall of Informa Pharma Insights, and I'm an editor with our publications Script, The Pink Sheet, and In Vivo. And joining me here is CEO of Affibody, David Bejker, and we're going to be discussing this company's aspirations of developing new drugs which are based on their proprietary platforms. Welcome, David.
Thank you, Sten.
Could you just walk us through, you have currently about 4 proprietary programs, so just explain them to us.
So they fall in kind of 2 classes. One is a diagnostic and the other are therapeutic. So we have one diagnostic that's in phase 2 for breast cancer diagnostics, and then we have 3 proprietary therapeutic programs. The first of those are currently we're running in a phase 1 study. It's targeting psoriasis, and the second 2 are coming into the clinic next year and the year after.
And you have a number of collaborations.
Yeah. So we have about, I'd say 7 or so publicly announced collaborations, which spans across geographies and therapeutic areas. I guess the most advanced of those currently are with our Japanese colleagues at Daiichi Sankyo, which is also in a phase 1 study.
And where are those activities going on? Are they coming to you? Are you going to them? How does this interaction work?
It's kind of a bit of both. So we have some collaborations that are, I'll call them more towards the pure out licensing. And then we have collaborations where we actually do a lot of the work as well and hand the stuff over. So in the Daiichi case and in the Medi case and I guess also in Daewon case, it's more of a out licensing approach, whereas in the others it's more of a collaborative approach.
What are the attractions of Affibodies?
So I mean, I think we're working with antibody mimetics, but to make the simple kind of what we're trying to do is that we took the Sony approach to monoclonal antibodies and miniaturized them. See how small can you actually make a binding protein and still retain the functionality of a monoclonal. So we think of it as making something smaller and still retain functionality and thereby creating a better product in the end.
And that is supposedly better than monoclonal antibodies?
Yeah, I mean, I think in certain instances we can create a superior product. In other cases, monoclonals will be just as good as ours, and in some cases we can make better. In the psoriasis case, we have something that's at least 10,000 times better than the first approved mAb in the indication, so I think that's kind of the way we try to work.
And what about your platform, Affibody?
Yeah, so the Affibody platform they kind of go hand in hand with the Affibodies, because an Affibody in vivo in man has a very short circulatory half-life. Then we need something to increase that half-life to make it therapeutic. So basically what we did is to look at very abundant proteins in the human body, and then we have albumin, which is kind of the most abundant with a long half-life, and then we create the molecule that could hitchhike on that, thereby having a long half-life for our molecules.
That sounds interesting. And how are you funded?
So we're funded in, I would say, the simple way is that we've been self-sustainable since 2010 or so, but we also are backed by a group of big pocket investors, including Investor AB and the Wallenberg family, exactly, and also a group around Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA.
So you have enough money at the moment to do what you're doing?
Absolutely. We're currently in the process actually to raise 100 million Swedish from those existing investors to execute our kind of clinical trial a year plan.
And you have recurring revenues which are keeping you going?
Yeah, so we have about 90 million Swedish, which is something like $10 million of recurring revenues. Yeah.
So just quickly, what is your growth strategy going forward?
So the growth strategy is really, we kind of have a 3-year plan right now, which we're working with, and that is really to build a clinical portfolio of assets over the next 3 years and continue we are a license-driven company. We do a lot of collaboration. We'll continue with that and also build a pipeline of drug candidates.
Any M&A aspirations?
Not at the moment, no. But those things change. Maybe. I mean, then we would be interested perhaps in acquiring some assets to that portfolio.
And what are your benefits for being Swedish-based?
So benefits for being Swedish-based. I think that we're a protein engineering company from the start, and historically, that tradition has been very strong in Sweden, protein engineering, manufacturing, and that type of. So we have a strong infrastructure of knowledge in that area, I would say.
Okay, well, good luck, David.
Thank you.